Fantastic Beasts 3 Ending Explained. What happens in the ending of Fantastic Beasts 3? If you're a big fan of the wizarding world, you already know that the new Harry Potter movie Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore has just been released and its ending needs to be explained. You can call this the room of requirement because in this video we have everything you seek. As you already know, Fantastic Beasts 3 is the prequel for the Harry Potter story and technically the 7th movie about the wizard's world directed by David Yates. The fantasy became insanely popular for multiple reasons. First off, the franchise itself, second off, the plot, and of course, the fantasy movie stars. Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, Jude Law as a young Albus Dumbledore, and Mads Mikkelsen as the Harry Potter villain Gellert Grindelwald. Dan Fogler, Ezra Miller, and Callum Turner, and many others joined them as well. Spoiler alert, be careful if you haven't watched the movie yet, because this video is a total spoiler. But if you are the lucky one who has already enjoyed the movie, you probably won't know the answers. Like what goes down in the battle between Dumbledore and Grindelwald? Why does Jacob Kowalski have a wand? And many others. We hope you're ready to get it started. Let's start with a quick recap of the ending, and we start with the moment when Grindelwald was extremely angry with Credence as he blamed him for the failure of his mission. He thought that there was only one Killen, but he was wrong, and the situation screwed Grindelwald's plan to become the Supreme Head. Being really mad, Grindelwald comes to kill Credence, but Dumbledore and his brother Aberforth, who was revealed to be Credence's father, intercept his deadly spell.
Pledge to me.
This situation causes a massive wand fight between Dumbledore and Grindelwald. But if you expected the winner and the loser in this battle, you might be a bit disappointed as the two walk away from the brawl when Dumbledore and Grindelwald feel each other's heartbeats. They have a really crazy connection and mutual affection which actually prevented them from harming one another. So as for the question, what goes down in the battle between Dumbledore and Grindelwald? The answer is the blood pact between Dumbledore and Grindelwald. This pact doesn't let either of them draw their wand against the other. In fact, the blood pact is extremely strong, and if one of them even thinks about harming another, the pendant within which the pact is contained would strangle the life out of the one who had these thoughts. However, Grindelwald found a little loophole and drew his wand against the young wizard Credence. The thing is, Credence is part of the Dumbledore bloodline, and Grindelwald has attacked that bloodline with the intention to kill. So when Dumbledore uses a spell to protect his bloodline, the pact is broken. Eventually, the magic of both was cancelled in that way and rendered the pact redundant. Even though Grindelwald managed to flee the scene of the battle, Dumbledore and co will hunt him, and who knows, maybe their last battle will be the final one. As for another thing that has to be explained is why does Jacob Kowalski have a wand? When the trailer of the third installment came out, the fans were really shocked to see the Muggle being handed over a magic wand. We all know that Muggles normally can't have wands. Moreover, this is not a wizard who chooses the wand is the one who makes the choice. After watching the trailer, many fans jumped into the conclusion that the rule of Muggles not having a wand was violated for the first time in the history.
What is this place?
Room we require.
But it wasn't the case. Let us tell you that this situation shows why you shouldn't trust trailers. It turns out the wand Kowalski is given is actually a fake. It was a part of Dumbledore's plan to confuse Grindelwald. We all know that he can see the future, but Dumbledore had many different plans, and that is why Grindelwald wasn't able to work out what the real threat is. In the end, Kowalski was given a fake wand, and he was shown as an assassin whose wand is very powerful. They set it all up like Kowalski used magic to try and kill Grindelwald. But in fact, he never did that. He didn't use magic at all. But as long as everyone believes that, then Grindelwald's path to power can open up as they get behind his war on the Muggles. Many fans couldn't understand why Dumbledore wanted Grindelwald's plot for dominance of the wizarding world to gain traction. The answer is, he wanted Grindelwald to show his true colors, and he wanted everyone to see that he is a fraud. Another interesting thing that needs to be explained is what are the secrets of Dumbledore? The movie actually shows us the answer, but not many noticed that the title, Dumbledore's Secrets, actually means just Albus. It refers to Aberforth and Credence, or Aurelius as he was originally known, too. For Albus, his past relationship with Grindelwald is presumably his secret, and this is pretty understandable as this is the reason why he decides to agree to make a blood pact with the power-hungry murderer.
I figured somebody ought to keep an eye on this thing.
Also, this is kind of an answer to the question, were Grindelwald and Dumbledore lovers? The true Harry Potter fans know the truth, as J.K. Rowling first talked about it back in January 2017. Until now though, their relationship hasn't been so explicitly addressed in either the books or the movies. But we can guess that once upon a time they were once committed to one another and madly in love. If you watch the movie carefully, you should remember the moment when Dumbledore reveals that he and Grindelwald had once planned to run away together, much to the disapproval of his brother Aberforth. So we can definitely say that the two were lovers. Coming back to Dumbledore's secret, Aberforth's secret is the shame he feels over abandoning his son all those years ago, and how he's not got much time left with Credence before he dies. It was such a touching moment when Aberforth and Credence first communicated via mirrors, and Aberforth's first message to Credence was, "Forgive me." Credence later responded, "Do you know what it's like to be alone?" Now we see that Aberforth's guilt weighs heavily on him and where it comes from. As we already know the ending and explained the most important things, it would be fair to ask what's next. It is not a secret that J.K. Rowling has planned at least 5 books for the Fantastic Beasts series, and director David Yates confirmed the information back in 2016. The 3 films that have already been released were a logical sequel to an upcoming installment. The first movie was left fairly open-ended, while its prequel, The Crimes of Grindelwald, concluded with the reveal that Credence was a Dumbledore. So we knew that another movie was on the way. As for the Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore ending, it didn't finish that bad, even though Grindelwald is still at large. We haven't seen their final fight, but no one would be left surprised if the franchise will decide to make it the movie finale. But if the 4th film is already planned, and the last time we checked, recently it has technically been confirmed by Warner Bros. That we all should expect the 4th installment, we should be building up to Grindelwald versus Dumbledore. The biggest problem with it, however, is the fact that if the filmmakers really decide to make it happen, they will need to jump forward in time quite significantly. As we all know, The Secrets of Dumbledore is believed to be set in the mid-1930s, which means that the series has covered 10 years in its existing 3 movies.
There's some attachment issues.
With another decade to depict between now and the duel, it had better get a move on. Anyways, if the 4th and even 5th film ever happened, many think we won't wait for it for too long, and we can probably expect the 4th movie around 2024. We do hope it will happen that way, because the Wizard World's fans are not ready to say goodbye to their favorite wizards. Did you like Fantastic Beasts 3? Are you satisfied with the ending? Or were you really expecting something else? Do you think the franchise is planning Fantastic Beasts 4 and 5 in the near future? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye!